Amateur.
Aue.
You know, when I first heard about Lilith and her apocalypse, I was skeptical that a resurrected half-demon warrior from the 17th century was going to be our best shot at beating her forces of darkness back.
And now?
Nico and company made the right call when they raised you from the dead, because I'm pretty sure you're the one who's going to save the day.
You are fond of Nico and magic and the rest of the Sons, are you not?
I am. I think their talents and competence have been totally overlooked by Caretaker. They deserve their day in the sun, and I'm pretty sure with the way you've been leading them, they'll get it.
I am just following in your footsteps.
There are 3 ways to lead, Hunter. By example, and by example. When I enlisted, I was 90 pounds soaking wet. A light breeze would have knocked me over. Not what you call captain material. But I didn't give up. And I won't let you either.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
I hydrate. Blood is mostly water.
Yo, Hunter. Heard you were going on a super important mission.
Feeling good today, girl?
Thanks for inviting me to unwind. Apocalypses are stressful.
A successful collaboration.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Let me do mine. Sometimes, I even impress myself. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine. I have high expectations. The latest advancements from the mind of genius Tony Stark, and they're all for you. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
I'm happy to help, Hunter. Good day, Hunter.
So, does someone want to tell me what we're doing here?
We have a plan, Robbie. We just need you to wear something.
Wear what?
We'll get to that. It's a statement piece.
And what kind of statement is that?
Relax, kid. You should be excited.
You're going to summon Johnny Blaze for us.
I'm curious to see if this really works.
I think Robbie will do fine. So let's begin.
What's the latest intel? Central will crack the code. Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take a look at this. Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy. If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that.
I'll make it my highest priority.
While you're out there, make sure to get Robbie Blaze's autograph. Maybe that's what...
How am I supposed to summon Johnny Blaze? I don't summon. Summoning is not my thing.
Lovely, dear. You're a natural. That was expertly done, Hunter. I expected no less from someone as skilled as you. I could use some of that myself. Hunter, hello.
Hunter, did you hear this?
I did. I was standing right here.
Be honest with me. Am I really the right person to be summoning Johnny Blaze?
You have been worried about your place on the team, Robbie. This is a good chance to show everyone how capable you are.
I hope that when the time came to prove myself, I'd get a little more advance notice.
Did you have other concerns?
Yeah, but we don't have a week to go over all of them. So let's go. Just tell me what I gotta do.
I guess I could show you a couple of things.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair. No pain, no gain.
sure won't want to tussle with me now.
This'll make a difference.
Burn a little.
Let's do this. Later.
Time for a quick test run. Tracking multiple targets. That'll work. Whatever gets the job done. This should be good. They don't all have to be pretty. Taking this for a special occasion. I feel at least 4% stronger than before. I've got to check my math. Why not? Hey, it worked, didn't it? Here we go. You just got knocked the fuck. You know the rest. This is going to hurt. I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage. I'm saving my energy. Wow, that's embarrassing. Getting it done any way we know how? Who designed your armor? Because it looks like junk. Let's do it. Oh, that? It was nothing. This shouldn't take long. You might want to get that looked at. This should be good. Sleep it off. Getting it done any way we know how. Hey, the jerk store called. They're running low on you guys. Shields are holding. Guess we're not done yet. You should bring a couple more. You'll need them. This shouldn't take long. They don't all have to be pretty. For just anyone. What'd you expect? Piss me off. And still reigning world heavyweight champion, Iron Man. I'm saving my energy for my movement. Who designed your armor? Because it looks like junk. Let's do it. It really is a great way to stay in shape. That'll work. Oh, that? It was nothing. Yeah, you're gonna need the help. Let's try this one. Nothing personal. Okay, maybe a little personal. Here we go. Hey, the jerk store called. They're running low on you guys. This is what's important. I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards at my parking garage. Sure, why not? Yeah, and you're ugly too. Shouldn't have pissed me off. Hey, it worked, didn't it? Let's do it. My lawyers tell me I'm not liable for any evil-related injuries.
Yo, Hunter, heard you were going on a super important mission.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church?
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes?
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ileana, could you...
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
You're going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. Where I checked the suit when I learned of its destructive tendencies. What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain of hurt. In the name of some freaky demon lady.
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like vampires. You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See? You both had the right instincts.
We are bound to this place.
I never realized you're that sentimental.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
All right, I'm focusing. Now.
I saw an acrobat once as a child, but he was not nearly on your level.
There be new breed vampires here of all places.
Mephisto toys with us.
Constantly attract a lot of...
That's the life of a superhero. You know, you're pretty good at this. I'm on it. This should help.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look, hemolisks.
We are looking. Thou could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation.
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The father of death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costume. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab. For a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
I still can't believe we're talking to Dracula.
You didn't find me on your own. Who may I thank for this unwelcome intrusion? Mephisto. He is a special sort of coward, never meeting his adversaries face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can soil yours instead?
Hey, Mephisto!
To the devil's implements I say, do your worst.
You have earned this!
Who I am?
This shall be of great help.
Blood will renew me.
Careful! I bruise easy! Man, why do you have to be a bad guy? I have so many questions. Do you know Frankenstein? This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? Curiosity flays the cat?
We told you that wasn't us!
This one's for you! Nice! Let's do this!
Really the best you can do?
You were too weak for this fight. something. I am impressed. I will aid you if I can.
Why are you really here? What could Mephisto hold over your heads?
He will free us from your bloodthirst.
The Mother of Demons has her claws in you as well? Now I understand your desperation.
Your mother abandons you.
Enough of this!
We've got this!
On my count!
I am ready.
We are also ready.
1, 2...
3!
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No! No!
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased.
We are not!
You have made progress.
I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry, I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah, free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
Dracula can only run for so long. We'll get him. Next time.
Anyone who has a thing for vampires hasn't actually...
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
That's just it. No one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
What do you remember?
Only bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there or what I'm doing. But the place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Her arms twisted at odd angles. Her face obscured by a shadow. In the background, I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Then, nothing. I've had that one on loop for days.
Focus on what you do remember. It may remind you of all that happened.
Problem is, even the best memories feel like they were captured through a lens smeared with butter. All that's clear is I caused some real pain. Anyway, thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
I can't believe that actually worked! Did you see Dracula?
I feel a hunger coming on, and not the usual kind. Getting the urge to do some real journalism.
Would almost be worth getting mixed up with Mephisto again, just to relive that.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
If the three of you hadn't destroyed
Coming to book club tonight?
Meet you there.
Let's get moving. Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him. Oops, you're bad.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
Whenever I read this book, I can still hear the General's voice in my head.
If you haven't already, you should... I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
For less capable people, that sounds far too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle, and you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
What I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
It sounds like one of Nico's movies.
She does know how to pick 'em.
Nico has given me an appreciation for... I think it is called schlock?
Not you, too. I'm the only Midnight Sun who can't stand that garbage?
Seems that way.
Guess I'll be skipping future movie nights.
Coward.
You're lucky there's no fighting in book club. Anyway, on your way out?
I should leave.
Righteous.
Dracula?
Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Whatever Sin and Dracula are planning, they are not alone in their schemes. And we'll soon encounter the one who is actually pulling the strings. It could be a sorcerer, a witch, or maybe a demon. Perhaps one who matches or surpasses Lilith's power.
I can do without a mystery villain. The roster of enemies is already stacking up. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemalisk hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
We took a pawn out of my mother's grasp.
And it seems like it worked out. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not? Fascinating. Autumn, show me the way.